Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
and I'm Kevin. And on today's episode, I think, we're going to chit-chat.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we do. Now, you said you were going to be, your intro is going to be dramatic, and I am a little upset.
I mean, we can redo it, My name is Corey.
There you go.
How about that?
There you go.
Is that better?
It was okay.
I mean, 4? I was aiming for 4 and above, out of 10.
Oh, you were looking for a 4 out of 10? Like you weren't trying at all.
I know I wanted to, but it was like, this is off the top.
I got you. I give it a 2 then. If you were looking for a 4, we give you a 2.
Come on. Why'd I open my mouth?
I could have given a 4, but now I just don't deem it necessary. So,
All right.
Moving on.
Well, yeah. Anyways, I'll get that 4. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, so before we get started, though, hit the like and subscribe button if you want to get notifications when we go live or drop new episodes. If you have any ideas, any comments, anything like that, shoot us an email at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. You can tweet us at CoreyKevin1.
That's right.
At CoreyKevin1, I should say.
Yeah, there's a little @ symbol there.
Yeah, so I guess I should just include it all.
Yeah. It's like you're like, oh, you can reach me at CoreyKevin1, Boom.
That's true. Boom.
Boom. So that's how you do it.
Yeah. All right. I've learned. Thanks.
Oh, thanks. Got it.
Yeah. Got it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well, we got that squared away.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking for a chair, there's like a TriumphChairs.com.
Yep.
If you find yourself, you're like, oh, wow, there's some pretty cool chairs here, and I would like a new chair. That's exactly what your thought process is,
Mm-hmm.
Then go to TriumphChairs.com and use this code. CKTAN Triumph. That's going to get you 10%.
Yeah.
The big bucks, you know what I mean? We're
bucks.
out there
Yeah,
helping
absolutely.
you save the big bucks. So
Yep.
don't miss out. It's almost Christmas time. I mean,
It is. Idea.
Ooh.
It's on my list,
To buy a new chair. Whoa.
It is.
Well, that's
Pretty
very nice.
impressive.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. That's going to be a very exciting time. I'm going to get myself a little Christmas tree to put on top of the fireplace.
Nice. That's going to be sweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These wonderful things will be decorated, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. They're actually series regulars. Yeah, they're paid. So.
Yeah. Don't say it too loud, though. Look at big head.
Yeah.
No.
Awful. Yeah, we actually just we had taken our Halloween stuff down, and
Nice.
now we're gonna swap it out with the Christmas stuff, and I'm just gonna get a head start on it. We're gonna actually probably have the place decorated for Christmas before Thanksgiving. Now I might not turn the outside lights on until like after Thanksgiving, but
Yeah.
it's been some pretty nice weather lately, and
Soak it up.
yeah, I'd like to get it done. Yeah, smart this time,
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Well, like I stopped over at my dad's, and then he's inside, and then as I pull into the driveway, my stepmom's out there. She's putting together they have outdoor Christmas trees, and all of a sudden, so I can't see. It was kind of dark when I got there, and I look out in the yard when I got out of my vehicle, and the entire thing is laced in candy canes already. She's got the snowman, the reindeer out on her post, and I'm like,
get it
wow,
done,
you're really going in already,
That's
But
awesome.
this is she is a huge decorator. She loves it. I mean, it's up way early, but down the day after.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll go over there on Christmas, and sometimes Christmas, after presents, is now we're hanging out outside taking down stuff as long as it's not terrible. I mean, it's like a yearly
it's
thing.
a Christmas evening. All right, everybody, the tree's
Yep.
going to the trash. Clean up your
absolutely.
toys.
Yeah, while everyone's here, help us out. You know,
Yeah,
they're
right.
they work smart, not hard. So,
Well, we're at work smart, work. Do that stuff. Do that stuff when the weather's good. We once, we have a wood burning fireplace here, so obviously, it was like now our first winter here, we didn't get the chimney fully inspected, so I didn't want to use the fireplace because I didn't know anything. I really didn't know anything about it. And I'm like, well, if it's clogged or anything, I don't want to burn my own house down. So that spring we had somebody come in and check it. Well, anyways, that next winter, we're like, well, we obviously need wood. So we purchased 1 cord of wood, and wow, I didn't realize how much that really is, right? So I had we built this thing in the basement that holds like a half, and you can load it up a little more than half, It's pretty stable. And then, unfortunately, it was delivered in a blizzard. So, and I was working. So when we were ready, I had to put it in stages. I had to take all the logs and then move them in the garage. Hopefully, they dried off enough, and then take them from the garage and move them into the basement. And I'll tell you, that is one hell of a workout.
I bet. I was gonna say
Moving 1 cord of wood 2 times. Going upstairs. I mean, it was awful.
I bet.
So then we learned, you don't get it delivered in the winter. You do that beforehand. So you live,
So did you
learn.
get one early?
Well, we're still going through it, man.
No, I was gonna say I didn't know. I didn't know. You know what I mean? If it was used for outdoor things or anything, but
Oh no, that stuff is cured specifically for indoor burning. So I just keep it for indoor.
nice. That's
Just to keep that stockpile. I got tons of other stuff to burn.
That's true.
So big news from our previous episode is
Dun, 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 dun.
Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden is the president-elect. I just got Morse code. It's on. This just in. Yeah, we might be a week and a few days behind. Hey,
Me.
you should see the island we live on, okay? We can't even be in the same room. It's a weird situation. Yeah.
But
yes. I mean, it's yeah. The speeches were awesome. I really enjoyed the afterwards and everything. Now, the crazy thing is now we're recording this on Monday the 9th, and they were seriously still adding up votes today. I mean, it's so crazy. It's crazy.
It is wild. It is definitely wild to think about. I mean, that it happened. It was last Tuesday. The 4th?
Yeah.
It was the 4th, right?
The third, actually. The third. Yeah.
I'm sorry, the 3rd. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry, the 3rd. Yes.
Yeah, like you actually got to stand in line and you're like, oh, wow, that was, tomorrow a week ago.
Yeah, I know. It's, yeah.
It was so funny because I was helping move some furniture this weekend on Saturday. And I said to everyone, I'm like, I've been watching CNN for 5 days. And they're going to call it while I'm moving. I know it. And sure enough, we get back to the destination to start unloading. I look at my phone. There you go, President-elect. I'm like, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
Yep, of course.
5 days of CNN just...
Yep. Glued. And then still, I mean, you're still doing it now, though. I mean, don't say that you're not doing it now.
Yeah,
so
I'm just like I know these casters now, so like it's kind of like, oh, Anderson, that's funny,
Yeah. What does Anderson got to tell us today?
Oh, John King, you're funny. Wolf, Wolf. But yeah, it's some people have their news network. Some people are Fox. Some people are NBC, maybe. I don't really. You ever met somebody who's like, "Oh, I'm an NBC guy," you know?
No.
Never
That's
met
usually like the scroll through channel, I think. People find that one on accident.
NBC's like, does anybody like us for this? Or like, meh. Used to have they used to have this morning show. I can't remember what it's called now. It was with that terrible guy, Matt Lauer, that awful guy,
okay.
and Katie Couric. Katie Couric.
Eight Gork.
Which she doesn't age, apparently. She's looked the same for a long time.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's like, I'm part of that other conspiracy that's like, I get my blood infused,
Absolutely.
Freaking nut jobs. All right, so
there's some
now,
fun ones.
I've known about this character, this guy, for a little while, but I've never really watched too much of. I really haven't explored on Adult Swim much. I've watched.
Yes. Okay.
They have Bob's Burgers there. That's on sometimes, and then Rick and Morty. Is on there. So have you ever heard of the Tim and Eric show?
Oh yeah.
So there's this guy named Tim Heidecker.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know I've heard of that show before, but I've never actually watched it though.
Did you get to watch Us yet?
Yeah.
So
I did watch Us.
You watched Us. Oh, that's right. We didn't want to talk about it with Brian. That's right. And I couldn't remember that you watched it because we couldn't talk about it. So
can we talk about it later?
Oh yeah, we won't spoil anything on here. We could definitely talk about it later because that movie's awesome. So the all right. So there's the main family, and then they go over to his friend's family's house, and they go to the beach. That main dad is Tim Heidecker.
Oh, okay.
Real goofy, right?
Okay.
Real
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So that's just this guy. He's goofy. He's so funny, man, and it's just ridiculous stuff. But the way he sells it is that's just him. You know what I mean? So I watched his stand-up special that's on his YouTube page. It's called An Evening with Tim Heidecker. And, man, I was laughing pretty hard. It was some pretty funny stuff. And, yeah, he's weird, he definitely is, into the weird. I would say and so the funny thing is he's in a episode of I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you've watched that series, right? That first season.
Yes.
So when they're playing charades, and the guy's keeps bringing up jazz people that nobody knows. That's Tim Heidecker.
Oh God!
All right. So that's a glimpse of the kind of funny he is. You know what I mean? So somebody compared him to, kind of to Andy Kaufman because he has he'll yell at people in the audience and stuff, and it's wait a minute, are you being serious right now? Are you actually
what's
mad?
happening?
Are you a psycho? Because you're coming off like a psycho. So who knows? But he was in that sketch because it's funny. I was watching his stand up, and I'm like. And I know he was in that episode, but I'm thinking, it'd be really a funny pairing is Tim Robinson and Tim Heidecker. I'm they're just bizarre. They're
both of them.
On a comedy spectrum, they're just different. I don't know how to necessarily put it, but then I was oh yeah, Tim Heidecker was in Tim Robinson's special, but obviously Tim Robinson wasn't in that sketch. Anyways, blah. I felt like I just spat that right out.
Yeah, there's a lot of information. I took it all. I wrote it all down, so we're good. But
there's a scribe. You have a scribe that's hey, that's cool. Tell me the important stuff that Kevin said tonight. And it's nothing. Oh,
we'll recap it later. I've been doing it every show, but there's never been anything about it.
Yeah, you go to sleep listening to the audio of the episode. That's peaceful.
That's awesome.
Kevin just cussing in your ear. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I can go to sleep. I can go to sleep now.
Yes.
I sleep like a baby.
Oh, that's funny. That's
Oh
awesome.
man. So yeah, I found that.
So do you know another? Sorry, do
No,
you
go
know another
ahead.
person the Eric Andre show?
Oh,
The,
I love that Eric Andre show. Like
so
that
I've
is.
been watching more of that, and then that's something that though that like I think those other guys kind of they're kind of not as Eric Andre is kind of way further out there, but I think
Yeah.
they're kind of in that general scheme though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they're
yep.
not as far,
Yeah.
but I think like so I'm super shocked that that Eric Andre has reached out to them and actually tried to get them more involved on like. His platform. I mean,
Yeah,
because I think
yeah.
that they would flow pretty well. I'm just saying.
I've said that before too. Like Tim Robinson and Eric Andre just yelling. I just want a skit
Yes.
a skit of them yelling at something because Eric Andre obviously yells at pretty much everything, and Tim Robinson when he gets worked up and he gets so red in the face and everything, he's just yelling at the top of his lungs. It's just like it's perfect.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's awesome. I think that would be so.
Yeah,
good.
that would honestly be like the team up that just like makes a black hole in the center of the universe and swallows us up whole. You know, it just shouldn't happen. You know,
Yeah,
it'd just
for
be
sure.
too much chaos.
fun.
Like honestly, like one of my favorite skits is I think like one of the very first ones of I Think You Should Leave is when Tim Robinson is playing that lawyer and he's like, have you ever had like two guys come over to fix your toilet, but instead they run around your house and say, it's turbo time. And then you try to join in and they tell you, you can't do turbo time. You have to go at a regular pace. And like, it's just like some of the weirdest stuff. So like by the time he ends the whole thing, has that ever happened to you? You know, he's just like yelling at you at that point. It's just so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
my favorite one, and I think you should leave that one. That is when he's opening that door backwards.
That's the first skit. That's the first one.
That's the very first one. So he just sits there.
I was
and
here
love to
earlier.
stare
It
down.
goes both ways. I was here earlier.
And like it just sets the show off to that degree of like what this is about to happen. And I'm like, at first when I first watched it, I'm like, what is he doing? Then it took me a second, and then it hit you, and then all of a sudden, now I'm laughing. You know what I mean? Now this whole thing is funny.
Like the metal hinges are like breaking off the door. It's like, yep, he's just still smiling at the guy. Like, you didn't get the job. I'll tell you that right now. If that was a job interview, you didn't get the job.
You're out.
It goes both ways. I think it's a push, not a pull. It goes both ways. I was here earlier. Oh, okay. They're just so good. Now, Jessica and I watched Detroiters, which has Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson. I feel like that's right. I want to say that's right. But
what's it called?
it's called Detroiters. It was on Comedy Central. It had 2 seasons.
Okay.
And I think it got canceled. I mean, there obviously weren't any more, so I don't know if they ended it creatively or or if they really, But I could see why it might have gotten canceled. It started just like, you guys have no idea where this is gonna go, do you? Like, the first season was very, very funny and like had a good pacing, and then the second season was like, you're not. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Not all of your episodes can be just random shit. You know what I mean? Like, you weren't built like that. Your first season wasn't like that. But still pretty funny. You know, those two together are very funny.
Yeah. Well, and you were right. It was Sam Richardson.
Yes,
That's what you said, right?
Sam Richardson. That dude is hilarious, man.
He is hilarious.
Yeah.
But then you also have Jason.
Sudeikis.
I always I think of,
Jason
Sudeikis. Sudeikis. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Sudeikis. Yeah, he was actually like one of the main producers of the show. Actually.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
It got
they play
94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The first season.
Actually, so it just general. I just typed it in sitcom.
Wait a minute, Detroiters got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.7 on IMDb.
It's got to be for the first season. It cannot be for the second. The second was a little rocky. And I'm telling you, that first season was hilarious, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
They're
I
like
looked it up.
they're two best
So-
friends, and they work in Tim's. His dad owned an ad agency, but he went nuts, so he's in the loony bin, and the son took it over. So him and his best friend run
Oh.
the ad agency. And all right, so it kind of gave me like vibes of Be Kind Rewind, because it's like these two guys trying to do everything on like a minimal budget and everything, and it's just so funny. It's just so
All
funny.
right.
But yeah, Tim Heidegger. Back to Tim Heidegger.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend watch it. It was about an hour long, and it's some of the strangest comedy, because you're like, if you've
Right.
never, like, I didn't know what I was getting into, because I've only seen him in a few things. I've only heard, like, he's a funny guy, and I really didn't have any expectations of what his stand up was going to be, but I'll tell you what. So he was able to take like these stories and just to build it to this little dad joke. Like, it was so funny. Like, it was a worthless story at once you got to the punchline, it had nothing to do with the story. Like, it was just like, let me get here, and then he'll like say something, and then he glosses over it. So you almost don't even know if it's a joke, and then you're like, oh wait, it was a joke. And it's very like slow fuse, slow burn comedy. It was very funny though. I understand the appeal of Tim Heidecker now. But he's one of those people that, man, I just don't know about in real life, because you just don't know like if they're ever like serious or not serious,
Yeah.
or messing with you,
Yeah.
sarcastic. Like, you just don't know. You're like,
Just-
you know what?
just not
I'm
sure.
done. I'm done trying. I don't care.
That's funny.
You have to have like a written agreement. You're gonna tell me things straight up. Like, if you were like a spouse to somebody like that, like, you have to tell me shit straight up, because I don't know.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Another thing I've been watching recently too has been Chappelle shows on Netflix.
Yep.
And I've been watching that too. Oh my goodness gracious!
It's uncensored too, which
it is.
it makes it that much better. I only had season 1 on DVD, but yeah, I'm very excited about.
Yes.
We
so I've been
started
watching that
too.
recently. Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there. I am blown away
Dude,
that
Dave
Netflix
Chappelle
purchased it.
ahead of its time, man. Dave Chappelle,
It
like
is-
that.
yeah.
That comedy was way ahead of its time. Like that. It sucks that he
Insane.
didn't want to do sketch comedy anymore, because he was so good at it.
I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite in the entire thing of what I watched, it's the so simple thing is the wrap it up box. That makes me laugh every single scene when him and the girl are in the bed, and then she just has this look on her. She's like, okay, and he's like, I'm gonna take you to Tornado Town, baby. I'm gonna do this, and she's just sitting there, and she pulls the box out and just says, wrap it up. It was just so
Yeah,
funny.
it's like the
I
wrap up
laughed
music
so
for
hard.
Oscars, right?
What?
It was like the wrap it up music for the Oscars or something like that. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Like, okay, it's time to get up the stage.
Yeah,
here.
let's
Wrap it
go.
up.
Let's go.
Wrap it up, B.
Yep. Yeah, so funny. Oh man, that makes me laugh every single time. When the girls having the conversation in this restaurant, he's like, you know, it's that time. You pull the box out and he smashes on it real hard. The funny part is she still finishes the rest of what she's gonna say in a super quick fashion. You know, just okay. And then she goes, "What do you like?" And then finally, then he takes a box off the table. It was just so funny. You know what I mean? It was just until she was totally done. Wrap up. It just made me laugh.
Oh man, yeah. So good. I didn't yet get to see the SNL with him in there yet. I wanted to watch that one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was on Netflix has a really cool show that I want to start getting into. It's David Letterman's And For My Next Guest.
Okay.
And Chappelle was on that as well. Which Netflix have you watched Dave Chappelle's latest stand-ups from Netflix?
No,
like
no,
Sticks and
no,
Stones or something like that. Something like that. think it is.
I have not.
Oh, dude,
I've wanted to, but I heard that it was like really. It was pretty. It was good. It was funny.
It's Dave
but it
Chappelle,
was
man. It's
very
just
dark.
raw. Yeah, it's raw. You know, it's like no topic is safe at that point. Like he's got a comment for everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was great though. It was really good.
I'm gonna say I heard great things. I just never. I like comedy. I just never haven't watched it for some reason. I don't know why.
You don't like
an
comedy.
answer for it.
That makes sense. You don't like comedy. I forgot about that.
I do like comedies.
Oh, well then you would have watched it. That doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, good old
say-
Chappelle. Chappelle show.
Chappelle, yeah. Ow!
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the only other things that we have watched, is CNN. That is it.
Yeah,
Oh no,
It's Been Life.
Tosh Point just because it's his final season, you know, he's signing off. So.
Oh, yeah. I heard that show's gotten like super wild too. He's like, I mean, he's always been a weirdo, but I've heard some things that have been like just, I mean, pretty off the wall.
There's, been some guests on there that are just like, I don't know how you find these people in the first place, and then like, I don't know, it's awesome. Like I'm always like awestruck, like, no shit, huh? Like that's pretty impressive. Tosh digs and finds some stuff, man. Now the one episode was this guy's done like 18 videos of eating cat food, different cans of cat food.
Wow.
So now, Jessica,
That makes me sick even thinking about that.
Yeah, we're not sure if it's real or not, if he really drank it or not. But Tosh took like a ton of different cans of cat food and poured it into a blender.
Oh, are you kidding?
And then put like some dry kibble in there and some milk and ground it all up, and then
Dude.
and the dude just chugs it. But then I'm like, did he? Jessica doesn't think so, and I'm like, I don't know. Like I feel like that might be poisoning someone, you know?
Okay, so was it Tosh that drank it, or was it the dude that?
No, the dude who eats all the cat food.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. So that might make it more real to me. I mean, but I don't know though. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I should probably research that. I'm sure Reddit has the answers, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Tosh. Yeah.
No, just thinking of. I watched something, but I think we already. Oh no, Schitt's Creek. That's what it was.
Oh.
I finally finished Schitt's Creek.
So you finished the 6th season too?
I finished the 6th season
Don't
too.
talk
so
about
I've
it.
watched. Gotcha. Okay. So I mean, definitely. I mean, I'm all right. I won't. My opinion on it. I won't give you my opinion on it. I won't say anything about it. But it was. I mean, watch it. You know what I mean. I could say that. So you know what I mean. I
watch it.
I don't have anything. Yeah. You know what I mean. I don't have anything. I won't say anything. But I mean, we'll talk about it.
We started it.
Definitely.
We started it. So yeah, that's
nice.
that's
Okay.
one.
All right.
Honestly, like, I've been feeling like, wow, I think I've hit that dad stage. I'm watching CNN. You know, like I'm working
You're
down
starting
here.
early,
I
dude.
got it in the background, all day. And I'm like, texted Jessica. Oh, this is listen to this. This is what happened today. You know, and I'm like,
Yep.
feels good to be updated and everything. But yeah, I'm like, crossed over. You know.
Yeah, now you realize. So now you need to call your father and say, "Hey, father, I'm sorry for making fun of you," or any of my friends that made fun of me.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm like, hey, Dad, what news station did you watch? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll be like, I'm an NBC guy. I'm like, oh man,
You're not. Oh, that's awesome.
that's called a
That's
called a callback.
Yeah, it is.
Call that back.
Yeah,
Perfect
that was
opportunity.
awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, also, this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, oh yeah, knocked it out of the park,
Yeah.
grand slam. Actually, not really. I'm the only person. Just a home
It's fine.
run.
Just a home run, you know.
I
It's okay.
de-escalate my own pump up session. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like,
It's all right. Yeah.
I'm
You
way
look
up here.
great.
No, Kevin, you're not fully there yet.
That's the problem. So that you got to balance that out, you know. You got to
Yeah,
listen to
right,
this
yeah.
guy first before you do
Gotta
this
stay
one.
grounded. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud.
Yeah.
Now this is very exciting. I'm very excited. Very, 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 very excited. By the time this podcast comes out, something will have been delivered to my house.
Yes. That is the first thing on my list here, you know.
PlayStation 5, baby. You know what's
I'm
really
pumped
cool
for you.
too? I've heard and I'm pretty sure it's confirmed. Battlefield 5 will actually be 4K and 60 frames per second, and they say that overall it runs smoother and looks better. So I'm like, oh man, maybe I'll get back into Battlefield 5. You know, who knows?
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
so at launch, it's pretty exciting. So if you're a PlayStation Plus member, which who the hell owns a PlayStation 4 or whatever and doesn't have PlayStation
Yeah.
Plus, right?
Yeah.
Which they are, I think Sony themselves are giving discounts themselves to their game time. So if you're looking to acquire, I'm up to 2022, like November 2022. You know what I mean? So if you're
Yeah.
looking to buy ahead, that way you get it cheaper. Sony is also putting out some discount codes for that. But anyways,
Okay.
so if you're a PS Plus member, you get to get 20 games at launch. Now they're PS4 games, but what they are is they're the upgraded versions where it'll be like upgraded to be better on the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So like the graphics and everything is going to look better because it's being kind of
Yes.
brought
Upgraded.
up in
100%.
style. So,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
so there's
Okay.
20 games that you can get right off of PlayStation Plus right there, and then there's a game called Bug Snacks, or I think it's called Bug Snacks. Now, I mean, I might not be into it. I might not know what it. I don't even really know what it is. It almost feels like you ever do like Stardew Valley.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and then there's something else too. I can't remember the name. Animal Crossing.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
it's
I
kind
know
of like
one, for
that,
sure.
where like you have your own little island, you farm things. But anyways, it's a real weird game. But that's going to be their first game released in PlayStation Plus for the PlayStation 5 is Bug Snacks.
Oh, okay. So so I'm looking at the upgraded list right now. That's what I was looking up.
Oh, I was getting a little angry. I'm like, what's
Oh.
this guy just
Yeah, I'm
looking
just
at his device for?
talking
But, all right,
all
all right. But yeah,
no.
Battlefield 1.
Yeah, so yeah, did you
excited
already
for
look them
that.
all up?
Yeah. I'm pretty excited.
Nice,
God of
okay,
War,
so
I'm
it's-
excited for.
Yeah,
Battlefield
that's gonna be
1, Arkham Knight, I think it is, or no, it's Arkham Asylum. I don't remember which one it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It is dun 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 dun. Because now you're making me question it. Arkham Knight.
Yeah, all right. So I mean, there's a ton of fun games to play, but we also picked up, which is actually showing that it's also going to deliver on Thursday. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and
So
I
excited
know
about that.
we picked up Sackboy as well, Sackboy's Big Adventure, and I'm pretty excited about that
Okay.
one. But I am ready to be a freaking web slinger and just swing from the buildings, and I'm excited.
Yeah. Watching clips of it, watching some of those things like that, I have been like blowing my mind and making
Yeah.
like it's gonna be the first game that I'm gonna play. It's gonna be weird because I've been so stuck in all my shooters and sports games.
I know, dude.
recently.
I know. I
So,
actually
it's
feel
gonna
the
be
same
weird
way.
to me.
I'm gonna be getting 2 games for PlayStation 5 release launch day, and none of them are first person shooters. You know,
It's crazy,
yeah,
dude. It's so wild.
crazy.
Everything I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It was super exciting.
Yeah,
But
it's just like
on that
everything
list
just.
though, man. I didn't see anything else good.
Yeah, I mean it depends. Like so, Second Son, infamous Second Son.
So
That
was
would
that
be a
good? I
lot
was
of
gonna ask you
fun.
about that one.
That would be a lot of fun. So that's like a superhero game. You
Oh,
can
okay.
you can choose to either be a superhero or a villain or a vigilante type of thing.
Okay.
So there's just a nice wide range of games. But dude, that comes this week, man, and I am so excited. So Jessica's super pumped too, which just gets me even more pumped, you know. So
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
she's
Yeah.
excited to play Spider-Man. She's excited to play Sackboy's Big Adventure. And so yeah.
What about Tony Hawk?
Oh yeah, Tony Hawk will do the same thing. So I'll be able to
Beautiful.
play those titles through the PlayStation 5. Not all of them are gonna upscale. So basically, all those 20 games in that list,
Yeah.
those are like the remastered versions specifically for this event, this PlayStation 5 event.
Got. And now, is this all at the very beginning, or is it one? So you can just right away you can download these 20 free games. That's awesome. So another one too. Did you ever play Days Gone?
No, but it actually looked pretty fun. That's a zombie one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It is, yeah, yeah. Let me read it to you. Let me give you a little. Days Gone is technically impressive, if not wildly revolutionary or interesting zombie game. It's no Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, or Dying Light, but it's a solid open world biker romp featuring dozens of zombies that rush you when you make a mistake.
Interesting.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I mean that sounds fun. You know, I feel like
Yeah.
the PlayStation 4. I all I did like every single game was first person shooters. You know,
Is that for sure?
so like when showing off all the technology of this new console just got me like so jazzed to play something else. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
not saying that first person shooters can't be fun, but technical wise, like they're the same thing, same controls, same.
Yeah.
Right. As long as your hand-eye coordination is pretty decent, you do
Yeah.
okay in the game. Now,
Yes,
Battlefield,
exactly, yeah.
Battlefield's always been different because you could do a lot of different things within the game, be a medic, engineer, all that kind of stuff. So that's a bit different, but in all honesty, it's like, all right, we've played Overwatch, Call of Duty's like what? How many freaking Call of Duties for PlayStation 4? The first
I don't want to talk about it.
game. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it either, right? Because I swore I was not going to buy this last one, and then no, I didn't. I'm not buying. What is it? Cold War or whatever.
Cold War.
Yeah.
It depends. See, it depends. If I get the PS5, I may have to do it. I'm not sure yet. I don't know.
Well, let me know. I clearly can be swayed. So.
Yes, for sure.
But I mean, if it's a PS5 game and I'm playing Spider-Man, you're not playing that online. If I'm playing the Sackboy's Big Adventure, Jessica and I are playing together, so it would be nice, to play another game. That's why I thought Battlefield 5,
Yeah.
would be sweet, just because it should be a free. My titles should just bump up. So. I don't know.
See, when I was
don't
going
know
through
how.
it's Battlefield 1 that's on the list. It's weird.
Yes.
But not Battlefield 5.
But the PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with a lot of games. So you'll be able to play Battlefield 5, even though it's not technically out for the PlayStation 5. You'll be able to play that title on it. And it'll
And would it upscale?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome.
From what I'm seeing.
excited.
Yeah, dude. Oh, and that's another thing. I was seeing that stores and places we're gonna for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so for Black Friday, yeah. So, but then they're actually doing it. So, like, I'm trying to look up dates and stuff. Somebody told me that they're actually gonna start doing it the week before. No, I'm sorry, the week of the release date or on release date. They're going back and forth. So on the PS5 release date is what they're saying is that they may do it that day, and then they're going to do it on Black Friday too. So now I thought it was weird that they told me both days. I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, that's kind
Yeah,
of
because your stock
you know
is
what I
going to be
mean.
diminished.
But yeah, so the one that he was telling me about was Walmart was doing 3 hour windows for it. So they were doing 3 hour windows to where like at 3 o'clock they're gonna do a 3 hour window that you can pre-order. I mean order PS5,
Okay.
and there's gonna be another three. It's like I think the one was he looked it up. But it didn't give him a date, and I'm like, that's weird. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know why it wasn't giving him a date. So I didn't look it up personally.
I gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it was that Walmart thing. So
I gotcha. I did see that possibly GameStop online on release day on the 12th here. That
Okay.
also might be a possibility, but I just haven't heard anything concrete. The only kind of thing that seemed like actually kind of concrete was the Black Friday. So because it
Yeah.
makes sense. Like you're telling me that you're not going to get a surge of consoles before Christmas. Bullshit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, oh yeah,
you
This is
know
time.
you want
This is-
that console opened up on that Christmas day. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, there's the controllers. They've got these haptic feedback. They've got these little gears that actually change resistance. So, and I think
wow.
for the joysticks as well. So if like you're traveling in sand, like your controller feels grainy. You know, like if you're pulling on something, like it gives resistance to certain things. So it's like gonna be a total new.
That
Yeah,
is wild.
it's gonna be a whole different type of.
But now, how expensive do you think they're going to be though? Like to replace my controller? I mean, it's got
Bro,
all that
I
crazy stuff
bought a
in there.
second controller. They are $70, $69, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
oh, you already did it.
well, yeah, because
Yeah.
it only ships with one,
Yeah.
So I bit the bullet because I'm like, well, might as well just get it done and over with, so that way we can play games.
Yeah. No. But I think of the new system, man. I don't know how many. Like, I mean, I'm not saying there's not going to be any of them, but like all the sports games and stuff are going to like one player only. The
Well,
new
yeah,
2K that came out to be it's one player. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
it's a
you-
sports game that people come to my house and play. You know what I mean? Like that's what we.
Well,
That's
no,
what we do
that's
sometimes.
the thing though. Nobody does that anymore. You know what I mean? Racing games for a long time have been, the majority of them have been,
Well, yeah.
one player online only kind of thing.
Yeah, but
Which
basketball,
I've
I mean,
always
I
thought
still go
was
to our
stupid.
friends and play.
Well, that's different a little bit because you're viewing the same court rather than splitting the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how Sackboy is going to be. You're sharing the same screen, so it's not like you're splitting it up. You know what I mean? So maybe that
Yeah,
has something
yeah.
to do with it. Maybe limiting the. I don't know. All I know is I'm pretty damn excited,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially for the menu.
I am too, and I'm not even getting it yet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a party. Well, we will not be having a party, obviously.
No.
But I was just saying, like you could probably just come over and play some Spider-Man.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Bring
let
your
me know.
mask and your gloves. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, of course.
um,
I'll bring my Charlie suit too, so it's fine. We're
yeah, I'll give you some beers.
good. Yeah.
Oh man,
Jacked up.
I will say, like, yeah, like the numbers and spiking and all these other countries going through some rough stuff too right now. It's like definitely, summer, I would say just kind of felt like, not that it was over, but at least we could be outside. At least we could be doing something. And then I felt like that,
Yeah.
people started taking that and then it got real lax. And then,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, well, and then as soon as people started retreating inside, boom, cases go up. But hey, I'm no scientist, so I'm not going to talk about anything.
That's true. Me neither.
All I'll say is mask up, because
Exactly. Yeah. Wear your mask. Yeah. Wear your mask.
da-
Protect you and yourself. That's it.
What do they
That's all
say?
you gotta do.
Wear the damn mask,
Wear the damn mask. That's what they gotta say.
Back back to the PlayStation 5, just real quick.
No, yeah.
You know, I've said it before too, but it's just damn impressive that Grand Theft Auto 5 will also be on the PlayStation 5. And
That's so funny. That's what I had to pull it up.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
bought that play. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 brand new for my PlayStation 3. I even got the PlayStation 4 opening day. I mean, well, no, Christmas Day, but like it just like blows my mind that it starts on the PlayStation 3, very popular on PlayStation 4, and now you're porting it over to the PlayStation 5.
Still
Just
so
come-
popular.
Just
No.
come out with 6 already. Come on. What are you doing?
I don't know why, but
It's going to be a
Yeah,
few
but
years,
don't-
but it's in development.
yeah, I was gonna say. Think about. Personally, I think I've actually bought the game 3 different times.
Oh, really?
Because I bought it once. Because remember when my PS3 went bye-byes, okay?
Yeah.
So then I got the Xbox 360. Yeah, it was Xbox 360. I bought it for the Xbox 360. I think. Now I can't remember. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I had it for the Xbox. Then I played it on. I got another PS3, and then I got the PS4, but I didn't buy it on the 3. I know I didn't buy it. I borrowed a buddy of ours games, and he had it, so I know I did that. And then on the PS4, after I bought it one time, and then we changed. Remember when we changed our hard drive?
Yeah.
So when that was the one game that actually did not cross over. So when I went in to go buy it, even under my account, said I didn't have it. So I had to
That's
buy it again
weird.
for $20.
That sucks.
Yeah. Now the first time I bought it on sale for like $7.50, and actually I paid no money for it. I had a gift card. So
It's just like over the course of the 3, you paid for like one brand
for
new
one.
copy, you know?
Exactly. I'm fine,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying. But that just shows you how long it's been out. That's
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's
That's the
just
thing.
impressive, man. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. I never played it on the PlayStation 4 because I was just mad at the fact that I'd have to rebuy it, you know,
Yeah.
for the 4, and I'm like, it's whatever. I put a lot of hours on the actual game, and I never played much of the online mode because that had come out later.
Yeah.
So I never played it on the PlayStation 4, but I threw it on the PC a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh man, forgot how much I enjoyed this game. Just to like cruise around. Just even
Yeah.
driving
Yep.
around. You can have fun doing them jumps and stuff. Wrecking a
Exactly. Yeah,
vehicle.
get on a bike and ramp it and see how far you can ramp that bike off a jump. You know what I mean? Over a 3-lane highway on both sides, 6 lanes. You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to be like terribly sadistic, but it was pretty cool. I was on a motorcycle, and I pulled up a sawed-off shotgun, and one shot killed. There's a car, driving on the highway opposite of me, and I just, threw the dot up and shot it, and the X came up, and I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that was
Boom.
a sweet
Yeah.
shot,
Yep. Absolutely. That's
If I
awesome.
was a Twitch streamer, people would be like,
Yeah.
whoa, donate. Sub. This dude's
Yeah.
amazing.
Why not?
That culture's insane. You know what I mean? Like, I remember those days of trying that stuff out.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
was-
What's crazy?
was
So
exhausting.
yeah. So like I've been and I haven't been that much like as of recently, but I watch like 3 or 4 different streamers. Okay, I have my one Twitch streamer, and then I have my like 2 Facebook Fortnite people that I just watch them so I can learn stuff. That's really what I do. But anyways, so they but the one dude is crazy because he actually this is just show you the Facebook community to the Twitch community and how different they can be. On Facebook, he has, we'll say, 400 to 750 regularly at a time, but I've also seen him at like 1,400 before. Okay,
Damn, that's sweet.
every time streaming, right? So on Facebook, He goes to Twitch. One time I saw he's like, hey, go follow me on Twitch. You know what I mean? He had the Twitch channel before Facebook. So I go watch him on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how many people he had watching him the entire time?
12.
It was like 21.
Yeah.
Isn't that community insane? Because people were so quick to click over and do that on Facebook. But now, I mean, if you get a subscriber, though, it's so easy for people to subscribe through Facebook. You automatically, when you do it, you just hit the button subscribe, and it's a thumbprint for me. And then, boom, instantaneously subscribe, $5.99 a month. And he gets $350 of that, $3.50 a month from me. So you times that by his 1,300 subscribers. What does that have to be?
Man. All I know, like that, I was watching like these World of Warcraft streamers that are basically making like 6-figure salaries sitting there playing their favorite game for hours with friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm
It's
like,
insane. Yeah, it's crazy.
that's dumb. I can do that. I could play
Yeah.
games for hours. And
I do that now sometimes.
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, like, you know, I get some time. I definitely love gaming, but I definitely would say so the first time when we really heavily did it, you know, we were heavy into social media trying to get those views, and that in itself was exhausting. That it was almost like, oh, I could go play some games, and then I was like, oh, but if I go and play games, then I gotta stream and type out a tweet, and it just became, it was like, oh, you know what? I'm not streaming tonight. You know, like I'm not playing games tonight. And then we wound up fizzling out. And then the second time around, it was just like, I'm not going to put effort in the social media. If somebody wants to follow me, if somebody wants to, you know, whatever, that's cool. But I'm just going to go in with a carefree attitude. And then even then, it was just like, you can't just go in with a carefree attitude. You know what I mean? Because you got to have some sort of, you know, content or whatever. But then it just was like, you know what? I totally really enjoy gaming without streaming. That's it. You know, like
it's a lot funner.
It is
weird
to
say, but
it is. It really is. It's just like, it's just to me more fun because I don't have to worry about anything. So it was just like, it was a good experiment. And to be honest, like all the equipment that I bought for streaming just wound up going right over to podcasting. So
absolutely, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because I mean I waited till after that to buy some nicer things, but I mean my microphone I have right now that you can see on the YouTube is very, very nice, and I wish I would have had this during streaming, but it just didn't matter.
Yeah, right.
That's why I didn't do it. You know, it just didn't matter. So
you know, I think like the most I ever had was like maybe 14 people. The most amount of people talking was like just us, you know, like you'd hop in or I'd hop in yours, you know, like it's just like I don't see this going too far. I'm not gonna waste my time. Wasn't born in that time, you know, like that era, you know, like
well, for sure. But I also think that, you know what I mean, I not that like we're not good at video games, but we also have other things that we do. I mean, these kids, they're playing all day. They wake up in the morning, they play.
Yeah,
they practice,
and that's
they practice. I mean, they do. You know what I mean? We just
it's a job.
Right now I don't have time for that. Yeah. It's a job. Yeah. It really is. You know, there's no way that these dudes on Facebook are triple editing, chopping down, double pumping people in a sniper rifle. They're not doing that without practicing. All right, I've played this game for years and I'm not doing that kind of stuff.
Right. And I am not doing that, right?
Yeah, not doing it. Tired of it.
That's funny.
If you can't tell, I died to somebody doing that. Trick shotted me off of the thing. Spin, move, jump, switch from a double pump. It was shotgun, double pump, shotgun. This is all in the air. This is how good this dude is. And then he flips to a sniper and finishes me off with a sniper rifle.
I just thought,
how does that happen?
A really cool idea for Fortnite, like their next thing once they're done with whatever theme they're on right now. Tony Hawk, right? Everybody's on skateboards.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah, it would be sweet. You don't sound so jazzed about it. I guess it ain't a great idea. Sounded awesome to me.
I just don't. I mean, it'd be really hard to skate around the entire map of shooting people and junk. I mean, your guns be
That's-
doing this the
that's
entire
the
time
point.
as you're going
Yeah.
to ramps.
Be good. You know what I mean? That's all you have to. That's all you have to do. It ain't hard. Just be good. And isn't that just games, right?
That's true. Just be good.
It ain't hard. Just be
That shit
good.
hard.
That's
Be
all.
good.
That's how I'm gonna teach my kids. Clementine, well, it ain't hard.
Yeah, it ain't hard.
Just be good. Oh, yeah. I guess.
It's so funny.
I guess that makes sense. If I'm
Yeah,
good,
thanks, Dad.
you know, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I rule with an iron fist.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a
Yeah.
pushover.
Yeah, to say,
Yeah. I'm like,
that's fine.
Clementine, she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
okay, you're fine. Yeah, yeah. So, there, I did see something at the store. Remember this hot chip challenge that we did? They're all over the gas stations and circle. I mean,
Are they?
I mean,
The
I go
single-
the local one, the single chips, and they also have now. So this is something that I want to look at the difference, and I haven't done any of that yet. I actually saw it today before I got here. So they actually have the single chip challenge, right?
Yeah.
Right below that, in the same thing, they have ghost pepper bags of Doritos. So I'm like, wait, are people just eating these things?
Dude, that's insane. That can't.
It's-
No. A whole bag.
Okay,
full
it's gotta be two different ones because I had to look it up. If so, we have to do it again, or at least I'm gonna do it again. I'm just saying, if somebody can eat a bag of these, and I can't eat a half of one without freaking out and drinking milk, and having this is terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, if you have not seen that yet, go to our YouTube. We lasted. Actually, I'm gonna leave a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Go watch
We
it.
lasted the whole time.
Yeah, it was a great one. We were tough.
Watch us hang on the whole time.
Yes. I'm just saying, but okay, do you get what I mean? That was when I saw that. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And then I was in line when I saw it, so I was up next, so I ended up having to walk up there, and I didn't. After I left, I didn't go look at it. It could be, but I know the bag said ghost pepper, which I'm pretty sure the chip that you eat in the chip challenge is a ghost pepper chip. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So if somebody's doing that, that's insane. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy.
I don't know. It's got to be two different things. Like the challenge has got to be different than that, because that.
I hope so.
If so, then I'm like, then I no, thank you. Like that's insane to me. Yeah, that's inhuman. Actually, there's not that many people that are like, yeah, that shit's awesome. No,
No.
maybe one out of 1,000, maybe one out of 1,000,000. How many
I'm
gas
just wondering-
stations do you think are in this country?
Dude, I mean, it's an astronomical amount of money. I mean, amount of things. I really don't know. I would probably have to say, hold on, let me just give you my wild.
I was gonna say, yeah, just
guess.
give me your number.
Okay, so what is the population of the United States?
About 329 million people.
Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm just doing math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I'm going to say 3 million.
So I. Holy shit! So I once was at an interview, and this guy was just like out of nowhere was like, "How many gas stations?" Wild guess. Tell me. There's no right answer. Just tell me. How many gas stations do you think are in the United States? And I'm like, my mind's fucking blown at that point. I'm like, what?
Yeah, what kind of question is that?
I'm like, God, there's gotta be 1,000,000. I don't know. It's 168,000, bro. That's it.
Gotcha.
Isn't that
I
funny?
just went with an astronomical number. That is crazy though.
Yeah.
Because I would think there's a lot more. I mean, because in my little area right here, that's why I counted.
Yeah, there's
In my head, I went
168,000 just around the corner from us.
Exactly, that's what I thought. You know what I mean? It's crazy. The market out there is wild. But anyways,
Yeah.
So, but I was just thinking about it. I mean, literally in my area. I mean, if you go down the hill, there's one right down the hill, and then 2, 3 down the street, 4, 5, 6 before. So from my house to my mom's house, where my mom lives, 12 minutes away from me.
Yeah,
I
but the
counted
more rural,
7.
you get, the less gas stations.
Less,
You know,
absolutely,
yeah.
and I understand that.
Yeah.
But see, to me, there's a lot of more inner cities though. The place that I grew up in, my little town, small town that I grew up in out there. Okay, they had 2 gas stations, or no, I'm sorry, no, they had 4 gas stations. I forgot on the other side of the hill they had 4. But that's what I mean though. That was a rural town too. So that's what I was getting to. Is that like that rural town though has actually 4.
I mean, that rural town is, a little bit different than like a really rural town. You know what I mean? Like, go Midwest. I'm talking Midwest.
Okay,
Right?
I'll give you that.
So,
I'll give
like,
you that.
think about people that have like 150 acres and you don't see a neighbor for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
there's a ton out in the Midwest where you're like, how many people live in Montana? And they're like, actually 4. There's 4 people that live there, and then the rest are cows and stuff. So
That's funny.
they're like,
That's
what's
funny.
in Nebraska? Oh, there's just this really big nursery from the Arbor Day, but only the people that work there live there. you know?
It's funny. I confirmed it too. You are right at 168,000. I just wanted to. I didn't like it.
You want to see it for yourself. Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't
it's
like it, you know?
an ultimately low number.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
I'm like,
and then you're like, okay, all right, so yeah, there's 10 in my area, 10 in yours. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I get it, but like shit. Look at California. Look at Texas. You're telling me? I mean, well, Texas, I guess, would have some, rural areas, but I hate saying that word, rural.
Yeah, me too.
Rural.
Rural.
It just sounds like it doesn't sound like anyone ever says it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How about we just say royal areas?
Rural,
They're just all
rural
rural.
areas. I live in that rural area. Excuse me, sir.
Oh,
Are you having
yeah.
a stroke, sir?
That's awesome. That's funny.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So yeah. So, what do you got for us?
What do you mean?
You got anything
What's
for
the
us?
last- no, I think.
got anything to end on?
We've hit. No, my whole list got hit up, man. My whole list did.
My whole list did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think the only thing I'm going to recommend is that everybody go and watch Tim Heidecker's an evening with Tim Heidecker. It's on YouTube. It's not. I don't think it's on Netflix or anything like that. And let me know your thoughts. Do you think Tim Heidecker's funny? Do you think he's not funny? Did you actually laugh out loud, or were you just like, Because some comedians you're like, ha ha ha, yeah, you're clever, ha ha ha. But then some comedians you're like, oh yeah, it's the whole inhaler. I need 5 puffs with Eric Andre.
Yeah.
I need 5 puffs before the intro's over. You know what I mean?
Yes. Very true.
He's just like running onto the set, man, breaking everything. Somebody was like, "What is your desk made out of?" Because they have like a room full of these desks, as he destroys all of them, obviously, and they're just made out of like drywall and shit.
They're made out of drywall.
Yeah,
Are they really?
I think they're
That's
made
funny.
out of drywall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like they do such awful things to their guests on that show, like dripping
That's
water.
insane.
They hide fish in the seats. I mean, there's so many cool things. One of my personal favorites. You've watched you've watched a couple of those Eric Andre shows.
No, watch some of them for sure. Yeah.
So one of my favorite things they do is they'll bring out like celebrity lookalikes, and like normally they really just don't even look like the person. And then sometimes they'll bring like Hannibal. If he's sitting there, they'll bring somebody who looks exactly like Hannibal, and then they'll bring somebody who looks like the guest. And whenever the guest starts talking, that person will talk. So it's like a big echo. And then Eric Andre will have somebody who looks like Eric Andre come out, and everybody starts talking, and there's echoes everywhere, and it's chaos, dude.
That's awesome. I have not seen that before. I'll watch it.
I am a big fan of chaos. We found that out. Like, I mean, you know how you you go through life and then you like discover things about yourself. You're like, oh, I guess I do like
Yeah.
certain things, I guess I don't like certain foods, and I just like am now realizing it, and admitting it, or whatever. But anyways,
Yeah.
chaos. We realized that like chaos is just like that's calming to me. Like if Jessica were to be calming down, she'd be listening to like Death Cab for Cutie. If I'm calming down, I'm listening to like Dance Gavin Dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm throwing chaos my way instead of calming down. I'm more like the Joker than the Batman. You know?
Yeah.
Watch out. Yeah. Yeah. Watch out, sir.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But yeah, Tim Heidecker, very funny. I thought it was very funny.
It's pulled up on my YouTube.
Very cool. So email us at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com or hit us up at CoreyKevin1 on Twitter and let us know what you think about Tim Heidecker and his hilarity. I don't know. Like, the jokes, man, are just... they're like ridiculous. But you're like, oh, all right, you worked it. You worked it. It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm laughing so hard down here, and I go upstairs, and I'm like, did you hear me? Did you hear me laughing down there? And Jessica's like, yeah. What are you watching? Because all I know is I'm just like, ah. So I'm hoping you're not on any phone calls up there, because they're gonna be like, what is that? What's that sound?
What is that noise? That's so funny.
My voice has that unfortunate voice that just for some reason carries through walls, everything. I mean, it's insane. I don't get it. It's always been like that. I was a kid, and they'd be like, "You guys were up for hours. All I could hear was Kevin," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Why?
Why? I think I'm pretty quiet, but
Yeah.
I'm very soft spoken.
Yeah, that you sound like me now. Like, I mean, that's how I normally talk, and that's you soft spoken.
Yeah, I've experimented where if I don't use energy to talk, it's like a little. It's actually really hard to restrain your voice to be like this low, like whoa, whoa, whoa. Instead, I could just like talk like I normally talk. It's like, oh, you're always told inside voices, and it's like, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Kevin
got one.
I got one of them outside voices. All right. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. All right.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful week.
See ya.